welcome to our local non-league, of course, in association with Square Media and Repos Solutions, of course, our sponsor. And today it's my very first time to say welcome to the channel to Walthamstow Football Club. I'm really proud to say that John Mackie is joining us from Walthamstow. And John, just for everybody that's out there, I suppose, first, I mean, one, how are you? And two, what is your actual role for people that don't know at Walthamstow?
Hi, David. Yeah, I'm very well, thanks. Well, I'm the joint manager at Walthamstow with Terry Zola.
And what's it like working with the big man? Because I know I've worked with him for a season down at Averley, and not being funny, I know there's 5 or 6 people I could say this about, but if Heineken did managers, then I think Terry Spillane would be the one that would be fronting the campaign, wouldn't he?
Yeah, no, he's brilliant. Obviously, we had the whole season together last season, successful. Obviously, won the league, so that was fantastic. But no, he's great. His knowledge of non-league is, second to none. Man management of players, fantastic, and a fantastic guy. So we've got on really well. Share same ideas on football, so that's always helps. But no, I can't speak highly enough of him.
I mean, what was the pressure like last season, though, going into that season in the Essex Senior League last year? Because I think almost everybody had you down as almost winning it by Christmas. So, I mean, how much was the pressure on you and Terry and the lads going into that, and every single week knowing that possibly you were that sort of odds-on favourites to win that, and you succeeded in the end. But how difficult was that, to try and keep everybody's head in the right place?
Don't know about difficult, but we put it on the boys straight from the off. We knew our remit was to win the league, so we set goals and targets to sort of achieve that season. So the pressure was on from the start, but it was something that we sort of took to straight away, and yeah, thankfully it proved good.
And I mean, was you expecting, though, with that, with the win in last year, was you expecting to be in the Isthmian League this year, or was you surprised to be that you found yourself in the same league as Ware and Romania and Harlow?
Yeah, obviously, probably before the season started. Sorry, just cut out in. Yeah, probably before the season started, we would have expected if we won the league to go into like the Ryman or Isthmian North. But yeah, as it was getting closer and sort of it felt like we was going to win it, like there was rumours going like it could be the Southern League Central Division. Obviously, then you start looking at that league and the teams in that. And yeah, I mean, there's obviously some localish ones and there's but I think that's the same with the Isthmian North this year, though. Like with the teams have sort of come down or come across. There's a bit of travelling in both, so yeah, it's not a problem.
And I think it's one of those things. I think fans that I've heard of the teams that are in now, it's too far. We've got to go to Cirencester and these type of places. And I've had a look at it and think, well, yeah, okay. Fair enough, but then if you turn it full round, as you just said, and look at the Isthmian League, you could have been going to Wroxham, Galston, Great, and Lowestoft. So, I mean, so they're all like a good 100 miles away. Do you know what I mean? So you would have been sort of in the same sort of boat, I suppose, there as well. But I mean, pre-season. I mean, how's pre-season gone so far for Walthamstow?
Yeah, all right. Not obviously results wise is in games. We've not won yet, so that's yeah, obviously training wise, yeah, really good. We've had a good pre-season. Results wise, obviously not great. We've not won as yet, but yeah, we're still finding out about sort of the new players we got in, and even the sort of the players from last season, whether they can make the step up. We've played sort of step 3, step 4, step 4, sort of Orient the other night. Obviously, they had decent team out, so that was a good test. So yeah, it's a pre-season of finding out, about players' abilities and character, obviously, to take that step up to step 4.
And I suppose you guys as well, you start a week earlier than most of the other teams as well, because you've got the extra preliminary round in FA Cup against Bucker still away. So I mean, that's they had quite a good season last year, didn't they? So that's going to be a bit of a a tough one as well to start with.
Yeah, no, definitely. We played them in one of the cups last year. They got fantastic facilities there. The pitch was lovely. Chairman was real good guy. Got there early and was speaking to him for ages. So, he obviously wants to take that club forward. It was a good game. I think we won in the end. It was a tight game, but there was a big, decent crowd there. So going into an FA Cup game, first game of the season, I would expect to be, a good crowd and a good game, a good test. Yeah, so look, something we're really looking forward to.
So I mean, players-wise, I mean, I know you lost Mr. Hallett, he's gone, but so that's quite a chunky of goals. But I mean, with it, how many have you lost? How many have you managed to bring
in? We've lost probably six, seven, and probably. At the moment, obviously, we've got a game tomorrow, and then we've probably got 20 at the moment. All in all, like a squad, probably narrow that down to 16 sort of thing. Or obviously, we will have to for the squad in match day squad. But so we've probably brought in 7 or 8 at the moment, and a couple sort of we're still looking at in pre-season.
And I suppose with your book and Terry's book, it must be like great expectations of players, mustn't it? It must be that thick.
Well, especially Terry's, he knows everyone and their dog. So I'm sort of still with the non-league scene, still sort of finding my feet. Obviously, keeping tabs on players. We've obviously a little bit at Potter's Bar and Ashford sort of kept tabs on players there and who we've played against. So sort of obviously gone back to Potter's Bar a couple of times to get like Kieran Cathline and Ben Cochran. So Chel's the one. He's got loads of.
I mean, with it though, I mean, I'm just injuries wise. I mean, have you got any players that that's part of the squad now signed up? Have you got any issues going into any sort of long lasting issues that you're concerned about going into that first game?
Picked up a couple over the last week, as in little niggles, but nothing. No, they probably a couple missed out on Tuesday. Going into tomorrow, they'd probably be okay to play. So going into like next Saturday, as in Barker, still we should be fully fit. So touch wood, we come through tomorrow's game okay, and we'll have a fully fit squad to choose from.
And I mean, fixtures. I mean, if you looked at the fixtures and looked at where teams finished last year, and to see if they were kind or nasty to you, the first sort of 5 or 6.
To be honest, I've only looked at the first game. So obviously
a right toughie.
And then Wedding Garden City away. So
So
that's as far.
You start off with a couple of close by ones, really, don't you? Really, I mean, you've got Welling Garden City, then Hertford Town, then a little bit of a trout, and then you've got a home game against Tame, so they're going to come a little bit of a distance. But then Harlow, so you got some sort of localish teams to play early doors. I mean, going on last year, you look at those Welling Garden City, really unlucky with what happened to them at the end of the season. Hertford finished sort of bottom end, Harlow and Tame sort of mid-table as well. So not a bad start.
No, it's all new to us, sort of thing. Going, we don't know, as in other teams who they've signed, who they've let go, even what they, styles of play they played last season. We'll have Welling watch tomorrow, and Bucker still watch tomorrow. So, going into it, we'll know something of them. Time the game comes round, but it's just going to be a matter of getting teams watched sort of the week before, and sort of just giving us a little briefing on sort of how they play, and sort of just try and put a plan together to beat them.
And what's the atmosphere around the club, John? I mean, how excited is the club and everybody involved in the club, fans and directors, etc., for step 4?
Yeah. Well, just on Tuesday, I think there was nearly 500 there for Orient sort of thing. So the fans are, well, they've been fantastic all last season. Yeah, Twitter, I think they've arranged their sort of away days already, so they're buzzing for it. Clubs, yeah, really excited to be back up the step where they sort of was a few years ago. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Just yeah, really can't wait to get it started next week.
I mean, are you like me? I mean, sometimes I'm sort of like this way anyway. I sort of look at the games where you've got to travel a fair old distance, you know, the likes of Cirencester and Highworth Town and people like that. You look at them and think, now where have we got them in, you know, away in the calendar? Because
April.
What you don't want, of course, is the, you know, the rainy season to it in, and you've got to go there on a Tuesday night.
Yeah. Well, that's the first thing I looked at, both in April, so hopefully the pitches will be decent by then. So yeah, not November or December where you've got a chance of them getting called off, and then, like you say, going down there on a Tuesday. So I think they've been quite kind to us. Really, the fixtures, obviously things could change during the season, but yeah, it is what it is. You've got to play everyone. Really, you've only got to go to these away teams once, unless you get them in, you know, the League Cup or whatever. So yeah, it's all part of the experience of going up a league.
Who's the game that you're looking forward to playing? Was there a game you was looking for when the fixtures came out that you was really sort of excited for?
Well, I mean, I live up in Potter's Bar, so all the sort of Hertfordshire ones are nice and local to me, sort of Ware, Hertford, Waltham Abbey, etc. So yeah, but yeah, no one. I don't. As in last year, obviously, like I was teammates with Curo at Enfield for, like, you know, God knows how many years at Reading. So that was obviously the one I looked out for last season when I'd be up against him. But yeah, didn't know anyone sort of as in managers in this league. So yeah, it's all be a nice, like, new experience, and yeah, looking forward to nice grounds hopefully, and, you know, opposing fans, and yeah, like I said, a new experience of instead of some of the not so great grounds in the Essex Senior League.
I mean, in all fairness, you know, and I can only say this, you know, I've been involved in it now for just over a year in the Southern League, and wow, it's a great league. It's a great league run by some fantastic people with, you know, real sort of football knowledge, and it's a real fantastic family.
Yeah, lovely. That's good.
So it's but listen, mate. I mean, I'm really pleased that you've joined us, and you know, and we wish all the very best to Walthamstow for the season, and then hopefully we'll speak again. You know, coming up to your game against Buckhurst Hill, and we'll maybe get Terry on as well, and have a chat and see how it's all going. But I do wish Walthamstow all the best, and look forward to speaking to you again soon.
Lovely. Thanks very much, David.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye.